Welcome to Fashion and Style. I'm your host, Chantal Davis. Today we're in New York City and we're going to speak with Lisa Salzer, the designer behind Lulu Frost. Lulu Frost is well known for its modern twist on vintage jewelry, so let's go check it out. Lisa, when was Lulu Frost established and what inspired you to start the collection?
I began Lulu Frost when I was a senior in college. I was at Dartmouth College in 2004, a senior, and I wasn't having too many, difficult classes, and I had a lot of free time, so I got really inspired. My grandmother, Elizabeth Frost, is sort of the namesake behind the company, and she was in the antique jewelry business. So I grew up around this beautiful, old, vintage jewelry from Victorian, Art Deco, Art Nouveau eras. And my senior year of college, I was just really inspired by my grandmother's legacy, and I started making jewelry for my friends up at school.
That's wonderful.
Thanks.
Now, Lulu Frost has been mentioned by the most top fashion elite and have been featured in major magazines such as Vogue, Vanity Fair, and so many more. Now, with that being said, Lisa, what is the next step for Lulu Frost?
Oh, we have so many steps, Chantal. It's crazy. We're really diversifying the business.
Great.
Lulu Frost is a high-end costume jewelry brand, but we're about to launch a fine jewelry line as well, which will be called Frost Fine Jewelry, and that's very much inspired by Victorian sort of concepts and symbols. We're also doing, on the other end of the spectrum, a lower priced line, which will be available at Urban Outfitters in December, very soon. Yeah, it's fantastic. So we're trying to diversify the brand so that people who have, all different backgrounds and monetary situations can afford a piece of jewelry, and we can sort of get a wider audience for Lulu Frost. So that's where we're going.
Now, you've done various brand collaborations with designers such as Alexander Wang, Chris Benz. Do you expect more of that for next year coming up?
We hope so. These collaborations always sort of come about really last minute.
Right.
We just did for Fashion Week all of the jewelry for the DKNY runway show. It was their 20th anniversary. It was a massive show. We did the plaza letters DKNY on all the girls. It was really exciting. I was backstage and got to dress Jessica Stam and some of the biggest models. It was very cool. So we'll see what comes my way. It's sort of, one of those last minute things. You're out at a party and one of your designer friends sort of says, hey, can you do the jewelry? So we'll see what's coming in the future.
That's good. And what stores in New York City may we find Lulu Frost collection?
The best store to find Lulu Frost is Bergdorf Goodman. We have a huge selection on the 5th floor at Bergdorf. They carry my whole line, from the classic pieces like the Plaza numbers all the way up to my new sort of experimental collections. And we also sell a fine jewelry line at the Plaza Hotel. It's the Plaza numbers in gold with diamonds, 18 karat. It's really beautiful, and that's exclusively available at the Plaza.
That's great.
Yeah, so by Central Park, Lulu Frost is surrounding it all sides.
It's everywhere. Your jewelry pieces are amazing. I love what you did with the vintage pieces for the Plaza Hotel. I was reading into that, and I just thought it was great that you actually took the old letters and numbers and just kind of replicated that and made it into a fine art jewelry.
Yeah, I love the concept of taking something that's not traditionally supposed to be jewelry.
Yeah.
These were from doors of a hotel, and kind of reinterpreting them and making them into something wearable is fresh and modern to me, especially when it's something so old like the Plaza.
That's true. And you have trendy pieces, but I see them, living through all the trends, being very classical.
Thank you.
With all the fads today, your jewelry line, I see you can stay within those times and, be very classical.
Thank you. I think that that's the traditional influence of the Victorian jewelry. It's always in style, and that comes from my grandmother, and I don't want things to be too trendy that they're not wearable. It's got to have some staying power, because especially jewelry, it's something you put on every day. You might change your clothing, but you can wear jewelry every day, so I want it to really have longevity.
That's good. Thank you, Lisa, for meeting with me today. Your jewelry pieces are amazing.
Thank you so much, Chantal. It's nice to talk with you. Thanks for coming.
No problem. My talk with Lisa Salzer was great. She has shared some wonderful insight on her collection, Lulu Frost. Ladies, her pieces are amazing. To find out more, you can go to www.lulufrost.com. Goodbye.